Raila Odinga has been eulogized as one whose 80 years of life embodied resilience, boundless optimism, and a will to test limits, and a leader who never wavered in his belief in the good of his people. The eulogy read by his sister Emily Anyango Oginga detailed Raila's historical political fighting spirit and milestones. It underscored his immense contribution to Kenya and the region, and his bowing out as an undisputed leader of the Kenya's second liberation.
Raila Odinga's eulogy during his funeral at Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology grounds was not your ordinary eulogy. Delivered by his sister Emily Anyango Oginga, it dwelt on Raila's historical political footprints, both struggles and sacrifices, wins and milestones.
Raila Odinga may not have been there to fight the country's war for independence, but he bows out as an undisputed leader of the national rebirth of the Kenyan nation. He easily became the bridge between our generation and that of his father, the late Jaramogi Oginga Odinga.
His quest over fear, mastery of courage, and spirit of selflessness ran deep in his legacy. He also stood out as one of Africa's best-known freedom fighters, a dedicated and down-to-earth servant of the people of Kenya.
Possibility of death in pursuit of an ideal was not a reason for Raila to retreat, for he also internalized William Shakespeare's words that cowards die many times before their death, and the valiant never taste of death but once. It is from that perch that Raila began his own long walk for freedom and liberation.
The hallmark of his political career was recognized mansions and offices he straddled, but in the struggles for freedom and democracy in Kenya and across Africa.
Just as his father once declared that there could be no freedom without the release of their leader, Jomo Kenyatta, proclaimed Kibaki Tosha, a declaration that propelled NARC to bring an end to KANU's 40-year rule.
He was also an accomplished businessman and entrepreneur, founding the family's flagship East African Spectra that manufactures gas cylinders for the Kenyan and East African region. Raila also taught at the University of Nairobi's Mechanical Engineering Department between 1970 and 1974, professional roles which he easily interchanged with his political battles.
Many times telling the continent's dictators to set their people free. It earned him outright enemies, cynical friends and admirers in Africa and beyond. It is this record that saw him appointed as Special Peace Envoy of the African Union.
To him, democracy is pivotal for good governance, hence his several stabs at the presidency and undeterred resolve to strengthen the opposition. His early life prepared him to be a consummate African and citizen of the world. His early education was in Kisumu and Siaya before leaving for Germany, where he began his high school education at the Herder Institute in Leipzig. He later transitioned to the Otto von Guericke University, Magdeburg in Germany, where he obtained a Master of Science in Mechanical Engineering, specializing in production technology. Kamchemenza for Sunday Express.